Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Let's Play on the Realm of Thrones, not the Realm of Thrones mod, Realms Forgotten mod on Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Now, I'm going to immediately get this out of the way because I feel like I'm going to have these questions no matter what. If you want the mod for yourself, the links will be in the description. But any future parts, if you think, you think you're missing a mod that you think you've seen in my videos, let me know. Because if I have missed the mod, I will happily add it. And if I do add it, it will be added retroactively to every mod, every part of the series. So do not worry about that. Other than that, let's just get straight into the Realms Forgotten, because honestly, this is a really good mod that I wanted to do when I saw the Reformist play it ages ago. I wanted to do it. I downloaded it, and I decided against it at the time. I kind of wish I had done it, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's have a quick look at the mods. So the Realms Forgotten, this is the only, like, nothing else is We're not doing that. I just realized, well, yeah, no. This is also how to use spells and stuff. Okay, so numpad 8, numpad 5, use health potion. Okay, that's going to be useful to know, but let's just get straight into it. This series is going to be, of course, as you've probably seen in the title and the thumbnail, they came from the forest. That's the one. They came from the forest. Damn, I could have had a much better title there. But anyway, it's already done. Let's get straight into Realms Forgotten. There is also a really cool voiced intro, and I will be quiet, and we'll be, of course, reading all of the stuff as necessary, because this is my first time playing it for the channel. I want to make sure we do as much as we can. So I'll be mute myself. I'll see you after the intro video.
An unexpected climate catastrophe engulfed an entire continent. Its inhabitants, few in number, desperately sought refuge and embarked on a perilous journey towards the sun. To their astonishment, what was supposed to be an ocean revealed itself as frozen water, allowing them to walk across its icy surface. Many months later, their scouts made an unimaginable discovery: a new continent. Weary and on the brink of exhaustion, only a small group managed to survive. They stumbled upon a forest adorned with colossal trees. However, the forest had those who called it their home, a race not entirely human. Suspicious of the newcomers, they denied them hospitality and drove them away. Undeterred, the survivors continued their arduous journey, delving deeper into the unknown land. They dispersed, hoping to increase their chances of survival. Over time, their settlements flourished. Scattered across different corners of the world, they prospered, became towns, and they crowned their own kings and queens. As their armies amassed and the once fragmented factions reunited, ancient powers, long established in distant lands, prepared for the impending changes. Foreigners emerged along remote borders, signaling a shifting tide. And as time passed, an old, ancient power arose from beneath the snow. A question then lies to be answered: who will reign Earth?
So, with that nice little intro cinematic done, let's have a look at all the races. So we have the mercenary. Let's read through all of these before we go straight for, you know, who we're very obviously going to be playing as. So they call themselves Nasseria, once nomadic people that survived the continent's constant wars and Holocaust, incorporating pilgrim caravans, soldiers without banners, adventurers and explorers, mercenaries, and those who lost everything. They decided to settle down after gazing the green lands of the East. After generations, their multicultural settlements developed into cities, and they evolved into a well-organized feudal society led by a cast of warlike leaders who preferred to fight on horseback. So they get 5% more renown from battles, 50% more income while serving as a mercenary, 10% production bonus from villages that are bound to castles. Recruiting mercenaries is cheaper, and also, but unfortunately, it's harder for them to it costs more for them to run an army. And then got the Dread Realm, which is what I believe the Reformist played when he played this mod a while ago. Dread Realm. Ages before the songs of the Elveans awakened the land, deep under the cold lie the immortal lords in thousands years of torpor. There was no registry of their existence in the first songs, and the most powerful Elvean magicians could only relate to them as the whatever that says. The Dark Brothers of the First Elves, who have been banished of the High Plane to obscurity. But that is not even certain, as nothing is certain how long they rested, or none is certain how long they rested in the darkness. Now awakened from their sleep and nestled in their obscure heavens, the Dark Lord's agenda is unpredictable. No one knows what would happen if they decide to look beyond their walls and lash a campaign against the world. So, they have a harsh penalty with relationship penalty from Kingdom decisions, but they get recruiting and upgrading infantry troops is cheaper, armies lose less cohesion, and they have 50% chance to recover 50% of your troops in battle. That's worrying. We've then got the Realms of Men. The survivors of the first Exodus had not much of a choice than scattering themselves over the continent to be able to survive. It was not a random decision, though, as their leaders realized that it would be the best of their chances. Dividing themselves into 3 caravans, they settled close to the coast, fighting their way through the wild creatures that inhabited the land. At south, the mountains protected them from trespassing into the desert. They faced possible annihilation. At north, at the shores of abundant water, they settled until the plains met the snowy mountains. At the center, in a stretch of land next to the Great Lake, they managed to keep their heads low under the shadow of the Gate of Athos. The Realms of Men have 20% less garrison. Being an army brings more influence, additional units, additional upgrade tier for our militia, which is really interesting, and village halves unfortunately grow a bit less. We then have Athas. Once covered in pristine nature, the land succumbed to the infinite war between sorcerer kings in search of power and immortality. What was left is a desolate desert, barren of resources, populated by tormented settlers, wild tribes, and strange creatures. After hundreds of years of violence, Athas is still ruled by sorcerer kings on their quest to gain immortality. Caught between their ambitions, runaway slave tribes roam free for the taking. Tribal leaders hunt each other in pursuit of resources. Factions arise and vanish into sandstorms. So cheaper caravans and less trade penalty, no speed penalty in desert. Due to slavery, constructions are built 20% faster, and daily wages of troops are increased by 5. We have the Old Kur, and there's my game downloaded. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't be as loud. Not all survivors of the first People's Exodus like to remember their past. A small group of pilgrims did not arrive with the early group. Losing their way on the journey, they came upon a land at first that was not rich and fertile as their lost brothers and sisters. These pilgrims came to love the steppe of the northwest and buried under the soil memories of their past. There they arose as a new clan and evolved into a new culture. They praised the sky and earth, known as the Alkur, the children of rain and grass, masters of mounted archery. So 20% less taxes from in towns. For recruiting and upgrading mounted troops cheaper, production to mule, horse, and cows and stuff. And so yeah, just really cool stuff. We'll do the faction we're going to play as last, the Alquarian. Alquarian emerged from the amalgamation of Aphasian champions who fought their way to liberation in the arenas. Emancipated men who fought defiantly turned away from dictatorial rule of the Profound, escaped slaves and displaced tribespeople expelled from their clans for various reasons. Guided by the prospect of freedom, their journey led them to the city of Balik, under the rule of that person, the sole Thon, who stood in opposition of the eradication of these people. His dominion is upheld by the blades of his loyal bodyguards and the valor of his warriors, ensuring that foreign of Athos think twice before waging war against him. So no cost in upgrading recruiting bandits, and daily troops are increased. Wages are increased. And then these guys, who, again, yep, their name's right there. So just, you know. These people were the earliest inhabitants of the original territory named Koyaxil, known as the Green Heaven, where the barren wasteland of Athos now stands. Following the devastating genocide and seizure of their temples and palaces by the Vortiak summoned shamans, they fled to the far corners of the world. There they established a new haven, with the last untouched region of Aruf. I'm going to try and say it, Zlasi have diligently upheld their spiritual traditions, wherein all beings manifest the spirit of creation and are regarded as equals. Organized into distinct tribes for a blood line system, they all answer to the united authority of a sacred union, the marriage between the war chief and the war queen. I'm so glad it put them in brackets, so I just didn't have to say the names. But they are 10% slower build rate for town projects, 20% less town income taxes, but they raid quicker and get more loot, and towns owned by them have a +1 militia production. Cool. But last but not least, the boys. The firstborn, the original sons of the land, the language was always a song before the new arrivals decided to disturb the harmony and balance of the land. Once spread all over the continent, now what is left for them are the high forests, the regions that the Elveans call Elvean realm, their homeland. Bordering the Dark Lords in the north, the residented human tribes in the west and south, the newly arrived threat from the east, the Elveans have as never before a reason to be suspicious for everything and everyone. As the land lies in the heart of the continent, protecting the first spring, maybe the time has come for them to leave the shades of the trees for the fields of the open battle. So we build stuff a little bit slower, but we get 15% bonus from around the forest. Towns owned by us have +1 munition production, and 50% less penalty speed, and 15% less loss of sight range in forests. Yes. We're also going to be... So there are also different races. So we've got human. We have elven. We have undead. We have a mull. We have a half-giant. That's right, a half-giant. And then we have the race of people who yeah. And the funny thing is, like, that's not even the tallest. Like, yeah, like, it as its tallest is pretty fucking big. Yeah, like, this is some just... Yeah, but we're going to be playing an elven who is going to be pretty tall, because elves are... I think elves should always be pretty tall. I don't like short elves.
Keep your ground!
Give ourselves a different skin, more of a, like a nice wood elf skin tone. I'm probably go for, we're probably gonna have to be pretty buff because we're gonna be using a bow. But there we go. There is our basic look. I'm actually happy with the actual facial structure. I just want to change his hair to black because I prefer a darker hair color. Yeah, no beard. I'm completely okay with the. I'm on that one. Yeah, I'm completely okay with the. I'm actually completely okay with the face. I'm never normally, but yeah, eye color. Make him look a little evil, why not? And let's give him one of my favorite cigars. So, our family was Elven Highborn. Your family were the trusted kinfolk of an Elven Lord and sat at his table in his great hall. Your father assisted his chief in running the affairs and trained with the traditional weapons of the warrior elite, the two-handed sword, a falx, and the bow. I feel like that hasn't been changed, but from the basic stuff. But yeah, we're going to be building a very big control build. For our attention to detail. I'm not going to read all these because yeah, they're the exact same. We do want some intelligence, so we do want some social as well. So I'm gonna sell produce, and this is where I. Weirdly enough, none of these give me control, but this one will give me what I want, so we'll do that. We rode with the scouts. Yeah, which one of these makes the most sense? I'd like to get some intelligence. You know, I'm gonna invest in some land for the intelligence. And we're only 20 years old. Now, this is the best part about this mod, in my opinion, is the fact that you get to select who you are. We could be a commoner. They're setting off with your father, mother, brother, and your two younger siblings to a new town you heard was safe. But you did not make it. A budding caravaneer. What savings you could muster, you purchase some mules and mercenaries. One-time skills multiplier. A noble of High Kingdom of the Elvens in exile. Forced into exile if your parents were executed for suspected treason. With only your family's bodyguard you set off. Should you return, you'd be viewed as a criminal, so we're not going to do that one. We could be part of a failing mercenary company. With men deserting over lack of wages, your company leader was found dead and you decided to take your chance and lead 1.5 times starting skills. So you get basically you just get some extra skills and deliver renown. Could be a cheap outlaw. Left impoverished from war, you found a group of like-minded ruffians. And then you could be a new vassal, a leading part of the kingdom. I acquire a castle, a landed vassal, or a wandering mystic. These are all really cool. We're going to be doing a failing mercenary because this is going to really kick us straight into the game. But it's not going to kick us in too far. There we go. We're going to be a failing mercenary company. And we're going to be starting near my home city because that makes sense. Yeah. So let's get ourselves a nice, beautiful symbol. Now, I do have all the mods I usually have on. So I have CC's banner mod on, which is... I actually don't think I could play without it anymore because I just love all the extra stuff. I was kind of hoping there'd be like a really cool like tree one. Actually, let's see if I can find my favorite. I think these are called knots. Where is it? You know what? I like that. We're gonna do this in a... We have a nice muted, nice dark green for our banner color. And we'll have... we'll just have maybe white. Yeah, we'll just do that and we'll make it a lot bigger. There we go. I like that. We're going to be... Oh, I need an elf. Oh my god, he looks... Yeah, he looks a bit... Yeah, we need to wait for him to, you know, grow up. But, let's get a wood elf name generator up. Give me 2 seconds. Wood... I like how I still use my phone for this, more than I could just, like... I could literally just tab out and do this probably quicker, but... Oh, well. We're going to be the Votten. We're going to be called... Melidir. There we go. We're going to get on Bannerlord. Let's get straight into it. So let's see where we start. So we have 20 men. Luckily, so this is my favorite start because you don't start with companions, which is really good. Let's give, let's not touch any of this yet. Let's have a look at the map. So as you can see, we are here. And I'm pretty sure a lot of our stuff is still, yeah, named after the what's it called? The Britannians. We then have one of the human realms to the south, the West Kingdom of Men. And then we have the South Kingdom of Men, who is, yep, Brigadiers there as well. We've then got these guys over here, which are the City-State of Ran. We then have the Oxal whatever people. I have no clue how you get to them. I'm assuming, yeah, you walk over there. Is there any other... Yeah, I think that's the only way to get to them as well. So they're really closed off. You then have, like, whoever these are. Oh, they're the Alconur, which are good old Monchug. You then have the North Kingdom of Men. And then you have these guys, who are... Fuck knows. Basically, there's a load of cool stuff. And then, of course, the Dread Kings. Look at that badass. He is beefy. But yeah, so there is actually a story to the game as well. So we're just going to quickly move. Here we go. As you cross a small road, you came upon a wrecked wagon turned to pieces. Blood stench. Okay, I don't know if the guy who made this mod is native language English or if he just hasn't proofread this. Either way, we'll give it. We'll accept that. My brain just wants to read. Blood stains the ground around it, and the soil shows signs of a fight. Under the rubble, a voice came out asking for help. They took him, said a voice of a man, half his body under the broken wagon. He ran to the forest. Please rescue Ulya. We will proceed. The man, with faltering breath, spoke of the hideout's possible location somewhere within the Elven Kingdom borders, somewhere where the Elven. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Right, so we have 5 grand. We are losing 53 gold a day, and we have some grain. We have no sumpters though. I currently don't have a horse, which is perfectly fine. I don't really care. So I'm going to buy myself a balanced longbow and just get rid of this hunting bow straight away. Now, I don't intend to buy myself armor like I would normally want to do, because... I mean, look how cool they are, but... Yeah, no, we're not going to wear them. I also can't wear that, because it is technically a female piece of armor. I can wear that one, though, luckily. But anyway, let's not worry about that just yet. We're only gonna buy a new bow because I need one. Sword wise, I'm gonna take those second stack. I've just got 2 set of stacks bodkin. What the hell? That's amazing. An elven battle hammer. Yeah, sure, I'll take that. Cool. So for the small price of 1,500 gold, I have decked myself out a little bit better. I have a bow skill. Of course, let's go for we'll go with dead aim. So we've got some more points. I don't know what to do with these ones. I'm assuming they're like a realm of thrones. Also, tactics has gone up, so we'll do loose, extended skirmish, horde leader as well. So we're automatically getting ourselves up there. We'll do, of course, appraiser because we're going to be selling equipment. Well, first things first, we definitely need to put some points into scouting. And then we'll put some points into athletics. There we go. That's where we're going to put our first set. Now, what troops do we currently have? We currently have 19 troops. So we currently have a Dark Warrior, which is the max tier of the Dark Scout tree. So they go from wielding a crossbow to then actually being infantry. And we then have our Elven Volunteer, which can go to Elven Fighters, to Swordsmen, to Warriors, Champions, to really cool mounts, really cool like Red Stag wielding, Red Stag riding. We've also got Wolf Riders over there, Berserkers, and Pikemen. We also have a Druid Priest, which is just a single unit type, apparently. I'm assuming they're mages. No? Honestly, there is so much in this game that I'm not okay. So we need to steer clear of the primitives, because the primitives are actually, if I remember correctly, it's been like I said, the last time I played this was ages ago. So let's just grab ourselves some new troops. Yeah, I remember the primitives being really, 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 really hard hitting. Now the good thing is we're already clan tier 1, so that's like the biggest step we've already dealt with. But let's go straight for the story quest for now. So I do want to fight some primitives to try and show you guys what they're like before we do a hideout. So let's try and find. Okay, so we've got some Afas Cole. Oh, whoa. They believe they can fight me, which is worrying. Why do they believe they can fight me? And there's 19 of them. Yeah, fuck you. I don't want to fight you. Okay, so we need to be very careful. Let's actually get our army maxed out. And by that I mean let's just get 50 troops. So I need to try and find a castle. Oh, an Elven Sacred Grove. A once tradition among the Elvens, sacred gardens are scattered across the territory, offering a visitor a moment of peace. However, preachers left the gardens skeptical of strangers. Let's prepare. Explore. Why am I taking troops with me? That did a little bit of a jump scare there because I wasn't expecting it. I don't know if I need my bow, but like the rest of the guys, I'm gonna get my weapon. Actually, let's just get my big ass warhammer out. Which unfortunately we're not equipped. We're not holding. Yeah, I think this is one of the few issues the mod does have is because I think it's a solo dev. Yeah, some of the weapons are held. Wait, am I attacking these poor sods?
Run while you can!
Oh my god. Guys, stop him. What the hell? Okay, doesn't take as long to shoot an arrow as I expected, but just for some reason I couldn't pull an arrow out of my ass. Are we attacking something that I really shouldn't be attacking? Because I feel like if I attack this, it's going to make me look like an absolute dick. Because I'm an elven. I'm not a bandit. Cool, they just killed one of my men. Why do I feel like I'm the baddie right here? This is where we do something. This is where I've just done something completely wrong, isn't it? At the beginning of the goddamn new campaign. Ah well, shit happens, as they say. Which one of those is mine? Right. So, did I murder these guys for a reason, or am I just a dick? Like, was this? I feel like I just did something really horrible there. What the fuck is wrong with me? Oh, and here we go. So these are our special units. They are basic absolute. If I remember correctly, they are absolute units in terms. And I don't mean that in like a. I mean that like they're legitimately very good. We're gonna need to get some medicine. We have no points in our basic skills. That's fine. In basic skills that we're gonna need. So we're gonna do trolls. They're running from me. Let's go try and
We're
engage.
just harmless travelers.
I want nothing to do with you because you guys are giants. Okay, so this campaign's gonna be very interesting, it seems, because it looks like we're gonna have to deal with very interesting situations. All right, so we're gonna go do the this quest. As you enter the forest, you catch the tracks of horses leading deep into the woods. As the trees give way to open fields, you saw a trail leading towards a group of hills in the horizon. Sure about the trail approaching the hills, you knew you could be close to a hideout. There's way too many trolls around here, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 less of you and 2 of you. Right, so we're going to need to just put these guys down with bow and arrow, I think, more than anything. I'm definitely very concerned, but yeah, I'm going to let my men do the majority of the work because, well, I have, like, no health, so I have no health and very shit armor, so if we try to do too much, we will get ourselves murdered more than likely. Yeah, our archers, even though they're like the first tier, they should be more than adept at, you know, putting these dipshits down. And I'm not half bad with a bow either, so yeah, if I see this going well enough, as they say. But yeah, I don't know how much of a story this has to it. All I know is that we'll obviously, once we run out the story, we'll basically join the Elvean kingdom if we don't join them beforehand. This is going to pretty much just be a full kind of playthrough, trying to, like, you know, look into everything. So this is going to be a long one, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to it. Especially given how much fucking, like, Let's Plays I'm currently doing at the moment. I hope you guys are really looking forward to it. Yeah, I've got way too much on my plate right now. I should really be recording less, but unfortunately, I want this channel to grow at a good pace, so giving you guys new videos all the time is the best thing to do. Oh, fuck. Can I not shoot through the... No, unfortunately, I could not. Cool, they got him. Where are the rest? Okay, so we actually went... Okay, so... I'm just gonna itch my thumb quickly. You guys ever had, like, an itch on the knuckle of your thumb and it just really just does not want to be itched? Okay, so it looks like most of our men also have kind of just gone the right way, so they're probably going to do that for us. This hammer's a really cool weapon, though. It is a shame it's not perfectly held, but it's fine. And you killed one of my woodrunners. Oh, no. You killed a unit I'm probably not that overly interested in, to be fair. How dare. You know, how dare they do this to me? And it's still itchy. What the hell? Hopefully my thumb is no longer itchy, but let's be honest, I can't guarantee that. So, yeah, so as I was saying, we're going to pretty much just, like I said, we're going through the emotions of the game and playing, well, until we finish. Basically, until either the game breaks, because obviously it's not, I don't know how fully kind of, like, stable it is. So until the game breaks, or until we finish it. Or until you guys kind of get bored of it. I mean, we'll see. Best way to describe it is if you guys still give me a few hundred views per video, then I'll keep it going. That's the best way to look at it. You give me a few thousand views per video, whoa, I'll be very happy. But let's be honest, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to get my hopes up, you know? Is that guy fucking naked? Yep. That guy was actually naked. Cool. That's... Thank God you fuckers aren't. Jesus Christ. That's going to be really awkward for YouTube, isn't it? Unfortunately for you guys, I don't fight duels with bandits. Gonna brain that guy. There we go. So we lost 3 units. Unfortunately, 2 of them were my archers, which is kind of annoying. But, okay, so this is where those... So the woodrunners can either go to spearmen, which become pikemen. So they literally have an actual pike. Or we could turn them into berserkers, which are pretty cool. Or wolf riders. I'm going to turn them into... turn them into those. And we got 3 of these badasses now. So we now have the second tier of units. Slowly but surely, they're going to get themselves down to these absolute fucking badasses. I'm going to take the wax bearhead because that's better than what I've got. Going to take that because it's, you know, I believe the term better than what I've got is going to be used a lot here. And yeah, nothing else here is useful. So we'll just take the rest, obviously, for loot. Thank you for saving my life. Why were these men... What these men wanted by... What did these men want by kidnapping you? Well, I don't know. They came out of nowhere. You're welcome. You're free to go. I don't believe I'm safe alone. I don't know how to handle a sword. If you want to be properly rewarded, I recommend you go to scout me... If you go to scout me to safety, and that's right under the tutelage of Queen... Okay. That sentence did not add up at all, but... He wants me to take him fucking where? Oh. You want me to take you to the North Kingdom of... Okay, so you could have just said that, mate, and I'd have fucking understood. Yeah, I think... I will say this. I think the person who made this mod, English may not be their first language. And if it is their first language, they have the same issue I used to have when I started writing it, which is fat fingers. They you kind of write something, and then when you read it back later, your brain's just like, the fuck did I write? How many archers do I have? I have 11 ranged units. I don't have enough ranged units to fuck just yet. Small village of the marches. I'm not just killing random people. That's like, why would I do that, game? Like, why are you trying to make me do it? Damn it, did not expect you to be able to... Okay, fair enough, game. You win that one. You've escaped. Congratulations. We do need to get to a city. Come on, let's try and get it... Ah, you little fuckers. Yeah, they're a little bit faster than this. Let's go to a city and try and sell some stuff. Because we need money. There's 900 more money, so we're looking good. I leveled up athletics. Let's get... Well-built always. And day rider good, and then continue getting scouting up because, you know, vastly important. You better not be telling me the queen's... Okay, I swear to God, if the queen is in what's it called? If I have to like pay to see her, I'm gonna be very upset. Now, she's over there, so still got a loaded place to go. But first things first, I'm going to do one quick tournament before we end this session, as I want to give you guys a good first part. I also kind of want to look at the human troops, because just from like here, they look pretty cool. Well, that didn't work, did it? Yeah, I don't have any skill in polearm, I don't think. This could prove very, very poorly for us. I mean, understandably, don't give the elf a bow. That's just an understandable, you know, situation. You know, don't help make the elf's job easier. There definitely seems to be a bit of blatant racism going on here, though, you know. Okay, so that was the Lord. So you are, I'm assuming, a veteran Knight of the Realm. Yep. You know, I'll just single-handedly take out everyone, don't mind me. Yeah, and this is where, I think this is where we, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye, because, I don't think I have enough one-handed skill for this. Yeah, I don't. But we are through to the next round anyway. right, companion. There we go. You were here for one thing, and that's to distract this idiot. Okay, it's me versus the idiot now. This is probably not going to go well for me, but still. Yeah, I don't have enough speed in my weapon. Just take me out. Let's not make this more complicated than it needs to be, bro. There we go. Didn't expect to win, but we got some skill points. That's what matters at the end of the day. That's a fucking cool looking little picture there. But unfortunately, guys, we are going to have to end this part here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the first series of the Realms Forgotten. If you guys did enjoy, please do follow me on YouTube. Leave a like, leave a comment, share, especially on the first part. It really, really improves the series. Makes it get out to more people. So the more people that see it, the more content I can do. So basically, look at it this way. The bigger this series gets, or the bigger any of my series gets, the more I can produce for you guys, and essentially the more I can just sit on my ass at home playing video games for you guys, which in my opinion is really fucking cool. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. If you did, please do join the channel memberships if you're interested, and I'll see you all in the next one. See you guys then.